Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Brody. Thank y'all as always for tapping into the Broadcast Network. And today I'm very excited about this video that I'm doing for y'all. Very excited about this album review. And that is J. Cole's 8th and allegedly final album, The Fall Off. And there's a lot that I can say about this album. I had a lot of expectations going into it, with it being Cole's last album. And my expectations were very, very high, really, really high for this. And overall, I have to say that Cole met these expectations for me with flying colors. And I say that because from top to bottom, for this to be a hour and 41-minute album, 2-disc album, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't really skip around too much. Like it caught my attention and it kept my attention. And that's why I'm just speak so highly of it. The theme throughout it was, for me, also very intriguing. It caught different moments, different waves, and just the sounds throughout it. Cole really incorporated a lot of different things that just felt real, like true to hip hop, true to him being the MC that he is. And so that's why I'm just really geeked up about this album from top to bottom. So just to kind of go through and summarize the 2 discs that's on here. So the theme of this album is Cole returning home, but he's returning home at different ages and different stages of his life. So for disc 29, Cole is at age 29 years old. This is really before 2014 Forest Hill Drive came out. And by this point, you know, he's become a rap star. He's done a lot of different things musically, put out two albums already. And so with Cole coming home, there's a lot of realizations that happen. There's a lot of different things that happen, a lot of changes that have happened, not just in his life, but in the life of a lot of people that he came up with and the people that he values in Fayetteville. And so just lyrically throughout this 29, he addresses all of it in various different ways. Like, for example, on Safety, you know, he writes lyrically about in the perspective of a letter being written to him, or a text or whatever, from someone from his past that he was close with, who's just like, hey man, this is what's been going on in my life. Like, then it transitioned into someone else who's doing the same thing, like, hey, this is what's been going on in my life. I see what you're doing, man. I just, you know, if you ever get a chance, just write back. And even to the point to where it transitions to where they're talking about other people who, you know, maybe back then they didn't treat the way that they should have treated, who's now deceased. And it's just that realization of like, man, there's just so much of life that has happened while I'm doing my thing with the music. Life is still going on for these people that are around me. And it just kind of goes through the whole flow. It addresses the haters. It addresses just seeing violence and all the other things that are bad about Fayetteville. Well, I hate to put it that way. Addressing it and saying, you know, man, just feeling bad about it. The idea of like, even just the hood dudes coming in and approaching him like, yo, what's up? Like, Cole addresses so many different things on disc 29. And, you know, in terms of the sounds, it's classic Cole. There's some beats that knock on here, like on 2-6, Who the Fuck Is You, Poor Thing, you know, those knock, but then it also goes into the more boom bappy classic rap type stuff that's on here as well, and stuff like Bloom's Road Blues, which has a great features from Future and Thames on it. Safety, like I had just mentioned. And then Cole does a lot of singing on this album. That's actually probably the one critique that I have of here is that Cole did just way too much singing for my liking. You know, especially on a song like The Let Out, which isn't particularly my favorite. I understand what he was doing with it, but it's not particularly one of my favorites on here. But yeah, man, this 29 is excellent. Even as just a standalone, I think this is a phenomenal thing. And if I had to add one other critique to this 29, is I feel like Cole, although he addressed things in a different way and kind of structured it in a different way, a lot of things that he talked about on there are things that he's talked about before. And and he even said it on one of the songs where he was just like, man, I may sound like a broken record. But overall, man, this 29 is just fantastic to me. Lyrically, sonically, I think that it's outstanding. And there's even as a standalone, I think this will be a great album by itself. So from there, let's transition into this 39, which is now he returns again, but 10 years later, a lot older, a lot more life has happened, marriage, kids, becoming, by that point, solidified as one of the 3 biggest rappers of this generation. And things have just, on this 39, thing that I like on this 39 that I like a lot more than this 29 is the fact that Cole addresses newer things. So, like, for example, on Life Sentence, he's addressing his wife. Like, I feel like Cole, I think publicly we've known this, has been a married man for a while, but he's never really addressed marriage and family and having kids and all that type of stuff musically, not to the fullest extent that he did here. And that's why I think I enjoy it, because it's something different. But also with this 39 as well, there's things where he kind of goes back to his roots, the roots of hip hop. Some of the things of him coming back around and saying, man, I love this again. Like, I Love Her Again is a fantastic song. It plays off of Common's classic song. And I Used to Love Her. And the fact that he was able to do the same metaphor that Common used and do it in a way to where it's like, nah, like, I had those feelings about hip hop, but now I'm back in love with this sport again. Like, I'm back, I'm rejuvenated. Like, I feel differently about it now. Like, my perspective has changed, because Cole has been very critical of a lot of the newer hip hop, a lot of the different things that have kind of changed with hip hop since he's been in the game. And for him to just say, hey, all those things did happen. I grew bitter to it. I hated it. But you know what? Hip hop is in a place right now, back again, where I can appreciate the different sounds. I can appreciate what these quote unquote kids is doing. Like, and I just love that. Some of the features on here, like the Villist, which is a callback to, I believe, the warm up. Yeah, I believe it's the warm up where he did Illmatic on. And if it's not the warm up, I'll correct it in on the screen. Where he did the song with Erykah Badu, where he flipped that, and now he's bringing it back full circle now, where not only is he flipping something of hers, but he's got her on the record too. Like, I think that's just a lot of perspective and circling back. Old Dogs, man, hearing Petey Pablo on this, like, if you from North Carolina for real, and that's why I'm so glad Cole did this. Like, this is like, the only thing missing is a Ninth Wonder beat. Okay, and Fonte and the brothers and little brother. That's the only thing missing from this to not make this like the ultimate Carolina hip hop record. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, this 39 to me from top to bottom is just as good as this 29. I like a lot of this more because, like I said, it just speaks from different perspectives. Even on What If, I know a lot of people are kind of shaky on that. I personally don't have a problem with it. I think at this point, everybody has a record talking from the perspective of Pac and Biggie at this point. Like, so it is what it is. I can't hate on it too much. Even Quick Stop was something different. Like, the idea of making a song out of, hey, I met this fan at the gas station for real. Like, that's just creative. Like, it's a testament to just how good of an MC Cole is. And I think this whole project is from top to bottom. I feel like with this record, like this whole album, is just so many different layers to it, so many different stories to it, so many different perspectives to it. And I just appreciate the fact that Cole chose to use both of these discs to bring different perspectives of his life, different aspects of his life, different mindsets, just where he is, because they're two distinctly different time periods in his life, two distinctly different points in his life. Because even like thinking about Diss 39, I talked about earlier, where Diss 29 is before 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Diss 39 is around the time of the Drake Kendrick thing, where, and myself included, a lot of people became critical of Cole during that point, which, like I said, I'm the same way. I was critical of him and how he handled that and the way that played out. But even for him to have something where he's on Diss 39 talking about his perspective of then, and seeing the way that he handled the beef, and just seeing the mindset that he was at this point, or at that point in his life, I can understand a lot more now why he backed out of it, compared to where he's just saying things about addressing it, but not really giving the mindset behind it outside of what he said on that Dreamville stage. So overall, man, The Fall Off is a fantastic album. Sonically, it's great. It matches a lot of the energy that Cole had, as he has always been known for, in terms of being a more traditional boom bap type MC. But it also has some beats on here that just truly knock, some hooks on here that just truly knock. And overall, if I'm gonna give it my star rating, like y'all know I always do with these albums, I will have to give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think overall, from top to bottom, the music is great. I think if you play it in cohesion, it's going to sonically sound and fit the way it needs to. My only criticism of it, like I said, with Diss 29, is just kind of rehashing some of the same stories, although he addressed that on the album itself. The singing, I wasn't too big on his singing throughout this. Like, you know, it's cool for a couple of songs, but like, Cole, I'm sorry, brother, you are no you are no Stevie Wonder, dog, when it comes to the vocal range, man. So yeah, overall, like I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think this is a great album. I think this is an album that's going to grow on a lot of people as it ages with time. And I think it in the same way it did with me when I first got into it. You know, I listened to it the first time, I wasn't really sure what to think. And then the more I listened to it, the more I studied it, the more I analyzed it, and just kind of just really focused on the music itself, the more I was like, man, this album is very enjoyable. So anyway, thank y'all as always for tapping in. I hope y'all enjoyed The Fall Off. Please let me know in the comment section below what y'all think of this album. And if this is Cole's last album, what y'all think his legacy is going to be as it goes forward. And please be sure to do all the fun stuff that I always ask: like, share, subscribe. All the plugs are in the description box below. Please be sure to tap those as well. And yeah, man, Fall Off. J. Cole, shout out to you, brother, man. I'm out, bro. Peace.